What will happen? Can Luke Jackson pull off the upset in Belfast on the hometown hero Carl Frampton? Let's talk about it right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can hate him for not making that fight happen, but this is an unbiased show. We talk boxing. If it is just some missed details, the Double RT Boxing Show, Mr. A is here to help you, because that's what we do. We talk that boxing, spit that fire on the internet, dragging on the net, hashtag dragging on the net. Follow me at Twitter at RRTB Show. Double RT, the Double RT, the Double RT Boxing Show with Mr. A. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to talk about this. Carl Frampton, the hometown hero, putting his interim WBO World Featherweight Championship on the line. Quick breakdown of the fighters. They're both orthodox. The older fighter being 33 to the 31 years of age. Luke Jackson to 33. 25-1 with 14 KOs for the Jackal. You got Luke Jackson 16-0 with 7 KOs. Now, the attributes favor him. The height, the reach. He comes in with an inch and a half taller at 5'6.5". He's got a 6-inch reach on the Jackal. A 68-inch reach to a 62. Now, before you get too excited, like, whoa, remember, Leo Santa Cruz had a 69. Just remember that. So don't get too excited about that reach advantage. Now, that being the quick numbers breakdown, can Luke Jackson pull this upset off? To me, Carl Frampton has the faster legs and faster feet. He gets in and out of the ring. He moves around the ring. He can touch all 4 corner posts. He has if needed to be, if hurt and need to recover, I think that he has what they call the 4 corner offense. He could just trace the ropes if he needs to be. I think his legs give him that over Luke Jackson. I don't think Luke Jackson has the creative ring generalship to cut him off. So I'm going feet and legs to Carl Frampton for that reason, and I think he gets in and out and better from offense to defense transaction with his legs. I think Luke Jackson is just kind of a come forward offensive fighter, and so I don't think his legs is going to transverse him back and forth. Defensively, the reasons I just mentioned with his legs, Frampton's going to get this box checked for me as well. I think he had a better 4 corner, trace the ropes, ring generalship. I think he's a more elusive with his waist at slipping punches than Luke Jackson. I think he's not just his waist, at the same time, head movement is better. Even though he doesn't do it as much, I think his head movement is better than Luke Jackson. And catching and countering punches, I think he's better than Luke Jackson. Luke Jackson's, to me, he's not much more than an average person to me. But I see and offensively, he does have the reach. But from what I've seen to him, he has a hard time throwing more than 2 punches consecutively dominantly. Anything above like 2 punches, if they're inside hooks, they go wide. And if he's from a distance, he throws himself a little off balance. That's why I think his footwork is the lesser of the two. While Carl Frampton, I think he has the faster hand speed. His jab is pretty good for his short little T-Rex arms. I think he will be able to get in, and I think he's actually going to win the jabbing contest with the reach disadvantage. I think he's still going to win the jabbing contest. I think his jab is that much better. I think his punch selection is better. Like I said, Jackson goes for the 1-2, but he seems to always throw himself off balance with the 2. His inside game is wide. He could throw multiple combinations, but it's wide and doesn't seem effective to me. So with all that saying, I'm gonna go with Carl Frampton to win this big. Not knock him out, but win big. Now, how can Luke Jackson win this? He can't be fancy. He has to make this a snooze fest. Make this a snooze fest and just jab, 1-2, jab, grab, turn Frampton, 1-2, jab, grab. Don't go out there trying to hurt Frampton. Don't go out there trying to prove something. You know, he's going to have to do like a Klitschko jab and grab, and that's it. You know, if you could jab him to the ropes, get some ugly work done on the ropes, but just stay in the center of the ring and just jab on the back foot. You know, make him come in, bow, pop him with a right straight. Jab on the back foot, turn him, bow, pop him with the right. That's the only way I can see Luke Jackson winning. Don't try and be a pressure forward, knock Carl out. Be a slow, boring ass motherfucker and jab on the back foot and make him walk into your reach advantage and just pop his ass with the right hand. You know, nothing fancy. Turn him, check hook him. Do not try and be fancy. Be boring as fuck, and I think Luke Jackson could win that way. But I think he's going to try and hurt. I think he's going to try and beat the shit out of Carl and just get countered all night. And Frampton's going to use his footwork, punch selection, spin him, use his feet. Because Carl has been looking a little tired in the second half of his career fights. And as of late, hasn't been looking sharp. But I think he'll come alive in this Belfast fight. So I'm going with Carl Frampton to get a huge victory over Luke Jackson in his home of Belfast. Right here, is it Belfast? Belfast. Right here, this is your host, Mr. A of the Double RT Boxing Show. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button. Hit those thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter, the RTB Show. Hashtag Dragon on the Net, because your show, the show you just subscribed to, the Ready Talk Boxing Show, spits that fire. Hashtag Dragon on the Net.